YouTube, what's up? It's your boy TKK. Today's gonna be a bit of a flex video, a little bit, right? But the end results of this video really is gonna be a review of a case, all right? What I'm gonna be doing is doing a PC swap, a case swap, right, of my internals that are currently in my living room. My PC is my main driver for my LG 77-inch C1 OLED. I took my consoles away from this TV. Just made the executive decision that I didn't need to have consoles here for it. I just don't, man. So I got a 30 series graphics card in this PC that is designed to look like an Xbox Series X, but I'm going to be changing the guts there because I want to get it all to fit cleanly inside of my entertainment stand. Doing that is just going to clean things up because I can get rid of this crap, and I just want to do that. But again, I said the end results are going to be that I'm going to show you this multimedia home theater PC case. What I'm going to be doing with this also is putting a lot of drives inside of it so that I can run a PLEX server in my household too. If you don't know what PLEX is, it puts you in a position to have like a local Netflix, if you will. So if you're into downloading content like I am, then it puts you in a position where all of your smart TVs, even your mobile devices when you're away from home, it allows you to be able to stream that content. So that's what I want to do. So we're going to do a lot of talking about some different parts, but I'm going to roll my intro and I'll see you in a second. Welcome back to the channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. We're on the road to 2,700 subscribers. Thank you for those that regularly show support, show likes, share the video, comment. It all helps the algorithm trying to grow. But the NXZT H1, this is a case that has housed my living room PC setup for the last couple of months, maybe a year. And I often change things out a lot. There's a lot of things I like about this case. Now, this is probably going to be arguably the most controversial case because this is the notorious case that was allegedly catching on fire for a lot of users. The NXZT had a workaround with a piece that you can order to fix things, and then they eventually ended up pulling the cases from all retail chains that sold them all together. Later for them to fix things and then to, you know, rebrand it and start reselling them again. This is an original one. I've never had any issues with it. Thank you, God. But, you know, it's been my main living room driver. There's a couple of things that I like about this case. And number one is going to be just the aesthetics of it, right? It's just, it looks like an Xbox Series X. It's taller, it's wider, but it's just a sexy looking case in my opinion. If you don't have this placed inside of a cabinet, then you're going to get great airflow because your graphics card is going to be on this side. So you don't really feel any crazy heat or anything like that. You're able to pull in air, keep that GPU as cool as it can be, and then everything's going to exhaust kind of in this direction, right? This particular case sells for about $350 US. Amazing case. I recommend it. It comes with a liquid cool system that's all-in-one. It comes with a power supply. It's just great. I mean, it's awesome there. And so I put a mini motherboard in here because that's all you can get in here, and you are limited to how many drives you can get in this thing. You can't get any mechanical drives in this. And so running into those limitations is why I'm going to be swapping over to a new case. But I love this case. Maybe at some point when I do rebuilding it again, I'll do my own review on it. There's plenty of reviews on this online, but I like this case. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a different one though. So I'm going to case swap from this. We'll fuse back and start talking about the main attraction. Welcome to the GD09 Grandia series. This is a case manufactured by the company Silverstone, and it's targeting a home theater PC in a box style, you know, build, right? So someone that's looking to get something that's more like a cable box or a console, traditional console. We know a lot of the consoles are designed vertically, but something more horizontally in build, like your traditional game consoles or your DVD or your receivers, right? Because this looks exactly like my freaking receiver that's in my theater, my home system. And so this is a cool case, man. When you open this thing up, it puts you in a position where I can get a lot of different technology inside of it, right? So I'll turn this around, open this up, and you can just get a full load of parts inside of this case, right? I can get a full power supply inside of here, a full GPU. There's clearance for me to get any 20 series, any 30 series, any 10 series card. I've got gateway for me to have multiple fans to get air coming into the system and to exhaust. I've got even an option for me to put a couple of 80mm fans, which I will be doing to exhaust right here. So really nice stuff. And then for me, as I said earlier in this video, I'm gonna put a couple of hard drives that I shucked from some different external hard drive cases. I can get a hard drive here, I can get one under there, and then lastly, I can get a third unit down in the bottom, right? So I'm gonna put a build together in this, and then I'll talk to you guys about the parts that I used, how I'm gonna be using it, and then the opportunity for this case. So the big takeaway is gonna be, as I said, this is a case review. So gonna give you some ideas where if you don't wanna have that conventional, traditional PC on my desk style setup and you're looking to get something in your living room, maybe for your OLED or your new Samsung or Sony or your TCL TV, and you want it to be PC, something that's going to get you 4K 120 hertz, but you want to be able to sit down and play on it, this is going to be a great option. So I'm going to put a build together in this, face back, talk about the parts that's in it, and I'll be able to answer any questions that you got. All right, so I'm filming my videos all in chronological order. Just the other day, Monday, today should be Wednesday when you're seeing this, but Monday, I shot a video in which I did an unboxing for my son's laptop. And so tomorrow morning, I need to actually drive that down to him to get that to him. You can check that video out there. But luckily for you, within this same video, the same transition, you'll be able to see this system put together, and we'll have some more talking points with that. Tonight I am going to get some sleep. But before I wrap up my recordings for this evening, just want to give you a quick glance at some of the components that's going to be going into this system. So I've got an Asus Strix Z390 motherboard with an Intel i9-9900K processor. There is an NVMe drive on this particular motherboard. It's an Intel 500 gig solid state. I'm going to be removing that. This motherboard has 4 SATA ports, and I'm going to utilize those 4 SATA ports for 3 mechanical drives and 1 solid state drive. Okay, so I got 2 Samsung drives here, but only one is going to go into there, 1 terabyte, and that's going to have Steam and a lot of VR games. I'm going to use the 3 mechanical drives to host a lot of video content, and then 1 10 terabyte that's just going to be a bulk storage of video games that I've downloaded. So that's how that's going to go. We're going to have 16 gigs of RAM in this particular system, 2 sticks to go with that. So 32, I'm sorry, 32 gig kit. So 32 gigs of RAM to go into this system, 3200 megahertz. We're going to have a low profile Noctua cooler that's going to go on this particular motherboard. This case is not very tall, so can't put a big cooler into it. Can't really fit comfortably a liquid AIO, so this air cooler is going to get everything situated. I do have 2 80mm fans that are going to work together to exhaust in the rear of the case, and I'm going to add 2 120mm fans. And to top all of that off, we're going to have the RTX 3080 graphics card in there. Haven't decided yet. Might dumb it down to the 3070 just because it doesn't take a lot to run 4K 60. With the RTX cards, the 3000 series cards do a really, really good job. So if I jump down to the 3070, I'll feel comfortable using the 600 watt power supply that I'm going to use to bring all of this in. I need to pull that from another computer. So again, all of that will get done tomorrow. But so far we have everything. I won't pan anything else in. The next time you see the system within the same video, the next clip is going to show everything all put together, and then we'll have some talking points about what I like about it, how I cable manage things, and then ultimately how I'll use it in my setup. So I'll see you guys in a second, I guess. All right, man. So we got the build done. We're on the next day, but again, as I told you, you're seeing this in the same day. So got this thing done, got it managed. Everything's clean. I love the way it looks internally. And so in the next fuse of video, what I'm gonna do is show you it actually connected in my living room, just to give you a sizing reference for this case, in case you're interested in this. This is about the same size as like a Denon receiver. I've actually got a Sony receiver out there, and this measures to be about the same size. So if you wanna come around, take a look at the back. My kitchen's a mess. I got other computer stuff I'm working on after I shoot this. I got to script a video for a GPU, but just a nice walk around, clean. Motherboard's all there, all my connections and such. So let me give you guys a look at this internally. I haven't locked it up. Yeah, so pretty nice and clean in there. Knock to a fan. Hard drive goes on top, one can go on the bottom, and then one can go down below like I showed you before. So I went with the 600 watt power supply. GPU in there, everything is managed real neatly. All the excess cables and such are put there. I got 2 fans, one here, one there. Bringing air in, fan here, bringing air in. 2 80 millimeters exhausting. So that's the configuration there. Yeah, but it is nice, neat, and clean. These are all filters. So this comes off for the PSU, and then on the other side for the 2 fans over here, you got two filters there too. Front of this thing looks like could be a DVD player. If you didn't do hard drives, you could actually get a 5 1/4 drive there, so you could get like a Blu-ray or 4K Blu-ray or something there, and it would slide right across here. So actually I could do that and put this mechanical drive down below. So it's a cool feature, man. It's a lot of things you can do with this. We'll get it hooked up into the living room, show you guys what it looks like. All right, team, this is gonna conclude this video. So sometimes, we just have to make small quality of life changes. I needed to get that stand that was present in the beginning of the video out of here, and so getting rid of the case and everything that I talked about is what led me to this. But let me turn this light on just to give you a sizing reference for this particular case that I'm using right now. I got my Sony receiver, audio video receiver right there, and you got that Silverstone case right there, man. So about the same width, a little bit more height. They are literally on the same level. So probably less than 1 inch there. Big opportunities with this case for me. No USB-C. So I would love to see a rebranding of this, a second iteration with some type of USB-C front technology. I do have a hub routed for me to have my Xbox controller adapter, as well as my wireless keyboard and mouse. And another big opportunity, if you decide to do something like this, when you close this and you're playing a game, what happens is obviously you're gonna have a lot of heat. I ran 2 120 millimeter fans. Right, got one blowing air in, and then I have one in the rear blowing air in also to the case. With the orientation of fans internally that I showed you guys, that's what I got. So that'll help fight that, but I'm not worried about heat. I wouldn't care less if my GPU got destroyed or not, but it won't. So just for anybody that might say, hey man, you heat, you're gonna have a lot of heat. You're gonna have a lot of heat. I got a launch box going right here. It's in advertisement mode. I'll link a video in where I showed you that you can add this to your PC in your living room and give you a console-like experience. So a lot of different games and flavors there, but yeah, I got some more content coming. I got a lot of stuff going, man. So today's Wednesday. I will see you guys Friday with a video. If you have not checked out the unboxing of my son's laptop, I posted that Monday. There's a link right there for you. Till next time, Max Love.